This is European Heritage Day. It's just after 20 to 12. Once I finish this wee loop of the walls, I'm going to feed Luna and I'm going to do a wee bit of visiting some of these sites. St Columb's Cathedral's not open today, it was open yesterday. But I like to visit places you can't get to. So like a town museum costs £6 to get in to the town museum. You can pay that any time of year. If you go today and you want to phone up and book it, you can get in free. I wouldn't be arsed with that. I don't like booking. But I like to get to places that you can't normally get into. So one of the places we're going to go to is the Bispos Palace, which would have been the house for the bishop who ministered in this church. And the one I'm interested in here with Bispos Palace is the other side of the church. But I just thought, I was looking, when I'm walking around, I'm doing research. See, I do research sometimes. People just think I make a lot of crap up. So Cecil Frances Alexander, she was born in Dublin. She married the bishop of here. She was born in Dublin in 1818, but spent most of her life in Staban. That's up at the Staban Old Grammar School. She lived up there, and they turned her house into the grammar school. It's since been set on fire. I don't know if there's much left of it, but all these big houses, Londonderry College, was set on fire and burnt down as well. So all the history is getting burned up. And she died, and so I asked her where she lives. Why, how do you find your birthplace? Dublin, family home age 15, Milltown. So that's where she lived as a Wayne in Staban. Later life, she spent her life in the northwest of Austell, including Staban and Londonderry. But she did not mention Bispos Palace. Marriage, her husband William Alexander became Anglican Bishop of Derry in 1867. But he didn't stay here, they moved on. And that's what I want to try and find out, but somebody else may try and find out. I can't do it all myself, like. So basically what I'm trying to find out here, she's buried in the city cemetery. So what I'm trying to find out is, she was a hymn writer. I took some photographs here, see if I find them, because I'm no good at remembering things. Right. Back again. So she wrote All Things Bright and Beautiful. She wrote a wee hymn book for Waynes. All Things Bright and Beautiful. We sang them at Sunday school in Staban. There is a green hill far away, and this is the one I'm thinking on now, you see. There is a green hill far away without a city wall, where our dear Lord was crucified and died to save us all. Now, I won't be fired at that now. So basically, she's in a big palace there, where the garden faces onto the walls. And it's a car park now, and there's a hill in the distance, and maybe she's seen a wee barn or something, and I came up with the idea, there was a green hill. She's thinking on Jerusalem, you see. Jerusalem was a walled town. There was a green hill far away without a city wall, where our dear Lord was crucified. He was crucified in a hill. But why did she come up with a city wall? We're on them. She's living beside it, so she can look at a hill far away without a city wall. But the thing is, she may not have been in that house when she put pen to paper, or quill, tell you whatever, parchment or whatever it is. She may not have been in there. So it'd be interesting to know, was it wrote when she was in Staban, like, or was it wrote after she left here? Well, I haven't got time to do all that research, but I would say the fact she did live here, that's when she's going to put it, there's a green hill far away without a city wall. And all things bright and beautiful, but everything in London is bright. Luna, come on. So just look at my videos, the amount of stuff that takes place here. There's plenty of bright and beautiful stuff here. From green, white and orange over that way to red, white and blue. Plenty of colours in this city here. So there's wee festival taking place later on today, World Festival. But they mentioned Gaza a bit away. So there's the palace we're going to see now. If you look at the peace line, if you ever come here to visit the city in the peace line, there's old photographs on the peace line, and it shows a funeral all passing here on an old coach, and it shows that building, and it looks dilapidated back then. So whatever time they left it, it must have fell into disrepair, and then the Masons, they got it. So it's a Masonic hall now. From the far side you can see the stained glass windows. I think that's probably the Masonic hall has done that. So that would have been built as a Bispos Palace. Look at the nice roof and all on it now. Well looked after, like. But compared to the photographs years ago, So I want to see inside that. That house was her actual house. That would have been her garden there, all that tarmac. She had out there, a nice lawn and all. Maybe wee vegetables not planted. And she's actually, the city wall is her back wall, like. That is her garden. There's Walker's Monument. And Walker's Monument was there when she was here. You wouldn't have all them houses over there. Or maybe you would have had 1800s. So the factories, shirt factories were here. So you would have had the wee terraced houses. Wouldn't be as far up in the city right enough. But it might have been, because there's a shirt factory up there in the hill. So they built the wee houses near the shirt factories. But we'll find out today. We're going to take a wee tour around inside today and see what's there. It's a bit funny, the entrance, the way the steps is on it. But I suppose you're around muddy streets and all, like they want people to muck off their feet before they come in. So we'll go and take a look anyway. I'm going to go down now. I have my car parked over there in the car park. We'll get this wee one fed. The wee Church of Ireland church over there. We see the roof of it. That's open now. I'll scoot into there first. Come around, scoot into there. Take a quick look over. It's just all golden here, I tell you. Take a quick look over there. All this heritage is very tiring, you know. I haven't got time to get my chips. So I'm not going to spend much time there. I haven't got time. So much more. And then I want to end up at McGilligan. There's a few churches open too. Presbyterian churches open. Might take a quick look in there. That's the wee, it's the old school behind. It's like I heard it. No, we lost. Now we're going this way. The wee heritage centre behind. So we'll take a wee scoot in there. The thing is, if you got a wee tour guide, and quite good, sometimes they hold you back, like. But if you sit down to watch a wee video or something, time flies. And before you know it, you haven't got time to do nothing else. But I thought, well, if we end up McGilligan Tower, she'll be down at the beach. She'll be a happy girl then. After waiting for me, she deserves a wee beachy run. But say McGilligan Tower probably need to be away here for 2:15, like, to get to McGilligan Tower and have time for the tour. I don't know if we're going to be away at that time, then I'll do my best. So absorbing all this history, you know, you can't absorb it too quickly, like. The wee side gate here now. The last time I was here, those glass bottles coming over from the Bogside. Morning, Bogside bonfire. They was chucking glass bottles up here at 12:05 at night. I'm getting fed now. I'm away now, pet. You look after yourself. I'll try and be quick. You know it's like Luna. History takes a while. But you hold on and eat your wee dinners and all. That's a go. It's free today.
I just put on £1.50.
You might get it out.
I was wondering why it was saying 10 to 11.
The alarm just went off in the car. I'm at all side of the walls now. But the remote control worked through the walls there. So what happens, Luna sets it off. You might push a wee button when you got a dog on the car, but what I do, I lock the car, unlock it, and then the car locks itself and doesn't put the alarm on. But I must have done it right, the alarm went off. That woman paid £1 for parking, she's putting the money in. She's never got to stop in time. I'll say a lot of ones fall for that. So we're going to the wee Church of Ireland church down here now. So I'll probably not really tape on say, but we'll get a wee bit of history. If they're right cameras, then I'll get the camera out. If not, then I'm going to ask her, was Columba Monastery here? Are they making false claims? I've heard different stories now from the chapel up the road. That's like the wee church. Look at the roof and all on it, boy. That looks nice. It's much bigger on the inside than it looks on the outside. It's like Doctor Who's TARDIS, I tell you. Outside this looks very small. So they're going to have these ones breather called or something. They're going to play the half-one a wee concert. I don't know if I'll really tape that or not. But it's much bigger than I thought. So basically he was telling me that this was the original place where the monastery was. Whenever they built the walls and they built the St. Colum's Cathedral, Presbyterians moved into this building. There wasn't this building here, it was a building before this. And basically they erected it, and the Presbyterians built some new church, and the Church of Ireland built this church. So they had the two places, both here and St. Colum's Park, all going at the same time. Or St. Colum's Cathedral going at the same time. starts at a 1:30 that day. That's nice, that music. But I'm going to see if we go into this. What are the quickest way is to go there now? Quick around this way. I am going to see Alexander's house. I think that big house there might be linked to the cathedral. Maybe that's where the bishop's living now. And that wee street there, I think the houses in that street down there are linked to the cathedral. Then the red brick houses, probably church boy and all that kind of stuff. There's the white courthouse, and here's the building we're going to see now. From what outside I see stained glass windows. There are stained glass windows, but the original building was built with rectangle windows. So I reckon the Masons have changed that into like a church, and that's what we're going to see today. We'll find out now. Get a tours around this famous landmark. I'll find out today. Never been up these steps before. You see there, you wipe your muck off there, boys. Time horses and cart times here. Not open yet. Lights is on. Maybe push the door. It's 2:30 now. I'm just out of this place here. Hi, brilliant, brilliant. I couldn't do a lot. They allowed me to tape inside, but I tell you what, I couldn't tape a lot inside because it was one-on-one. They had actual masons themselves who were explaining the different rooms and all. You know how many masons, I tell you, you know nothing about it. So you have to go. I highly recommend it to anybody there to go to that building there. A wee bit of history about the woman Cecil Alexander, which is why I wanted in there. Mrs. Cecil Alexander, 1818 to 1885, home writer, lived here, the wee blue plaque. So that's basically what took me there. Some of the rooms in there, unbelievable. Like, I took a wee video of 2 of the rooms. Most of the rooms are pretty plain. Like it's up there, see fluorescent lighting and all. Don't like the fluorescent lighting. So the top floor was servants. There's another floor underneath that. So when you go on that floor, you're on the second floor. They're saying if you go from the car park, the bottom, there's another bottom way in there. But there's a cellar. This is a vaulted cellar. They tried to get photographs, but they couldn't find the photographs of the vaulted cellar. They're not allowed to take visitors down on there. And the cellar's got the original range and all of the kitchens. Your Cecil Alexander dinner was cooked and arranged and still in that building today. So if you look down in here now, there's the floor underneath there now. You see them cars are. Where them cars are there now, there'd be a back door going into that. But there's a cellar underneath that again. The house has no foundations, it's just built in mud. But it's that deep down, like. Imagine the depth that's going down. The width of the basement alone, the vaulted ceiling would be heavy. As far as the bishop goes, the Bishop Harvey who built the Muslim temple, he lived in there. But the Muslim temple was a summer house, and he had a summer house on down this road. All the land right down as far as the girls' school all belonged to this house. So the boy Harvey had plenty of money. Basically what happened was he was head of the church in this area, and everybody who paid rent to the church basically went into his pocket. They didn't have a committee or nothing. He could spend whatever he wants. He can give it to the poor, he can build more churches, or he can just build himself a holiday home. But he didn't. A couple of bishops after him didn't like living there. And he built a house on down by Colmore, which is still there and is still used by the bishop today. So we'll go and check out the Presbyterian Church. I think that might be it. I don't know where it goes. Too much to see, I tell you. Too much to see. But Luna's going to get fed up in the car. I must be in there an hour there. Too late now to go back to the Church of Ireland. I thought I'd been there and out again. So this place will be open every year on European Opens Day. Highly recommend it. Even if you think you're not interested in Masons, you'll find out stuff you never knew. I was going to head to the Presbyterian Church. The festival's up there. I haven't got time. I'm going to go down to I'm going to go down to whatever you call that tower, Martello Tower, down and down Hull. We'll have time to get down there. Close at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock to lock up, like. So there's the bottom door of that building there. So you imagine all your servants and all would take the stuff on there on the bottom floor, but the actual kitchens is below that again in the basement. So we're getting the car now, we'll go down now to downhill, because Luna can go inside Martello Tower. We'll get a wee walk around that, and then she's got the beach. Well, if I go to any of these other things, it'll be too late. And Luna's been so good today, she needs a wee beachy walk, I reckon.